Rebekah Vardy's decision to trademark the phrase Wagatha Christie may have been made out of fear, a brand protection expert has suggested. On Wednesday, Sophia Maxmed, owner of London Entertainment, confirmed to the PA news agency that her firm had registered Wagatha Christie as a trademark on behalf of its client, Mrs. Vardy. The phrase Wagatha Christie was coined after Mrs. Rooney accused Mrs. Vardy of leaking false stories about her private life to the press in a viral social media post in October 2019. Mrs. Vardy subsequently took Mrs. Rooney to the High Court for a libel battle, but a judge found that the latter's post was substantially true. Trademarking the phrase could be a clever way to make some money from any merchandise using the phrase following the publicity from her high-profile and costly legal battle last year. Charlotte Dooley, head of brand protection at Charles Russell Speechlys, said that despite Mrs. Vardy now having the power to stop the phrase being used in productions, such legal action may produce more negative press and incur further cost. She suggested the trademark may be an attempt to benefit from potential commercialization stemming from public interest around the trial and act as an insurance policy. Speaking to PA, Ms. Dooley said, "You wonder why she doesn't let it go away. It's not been a great episode for her, has it? But it might be a control thing. It might be a fear of Colleen bringing out a range of goods and services that are branded and maybe stop her rather than to make any profit from it. There's been a massive media frenzy that tends to create sufficient interest that people might want a t-shirt, for example, or a mug that says Wagatha Christie." Don't miss. Rebekah Vardy shares pics of kids after horror fire at family home. Latest, Vardy v Rooney courtroom drama episode count explained. Explainer, first trailer for Wagatha Christie series sees Rebekah Vardy grilled. Latest, Ms. Dooley noted there was significant reference to fashion in Mrs. Vardy's trademark registration as well as some slightly strange things including household sanitizers and mincing machines. "There's all kinds of cosmetics, dolls' clothes, there's loads of cosmetics bags and fashion jewelry," she said. "I just wonder if it's more sort of riding on the back of that publicity. People have been quite engaged with it and have found it entertaining. Perhaps it's that sort of element of it where there is some value instead. So make some money. It could be getting in there before someone else does and trying to have that control. Maybe there's no intention to use it, maybe it's a fear that somebody else will start using it, so it's a way of trying to shut it down." Ms. Dooley said the trademark was a great right for Mrs. Vardy to have, as others looking to use the phrase for goods and services would be at risk of trademark infringement. She also noted that the phrase was only trademarked in the United Kingdom, making it very much a UK issue. Representatives for Mrs. Vardy and Mrs. Rooney have been contacted for comment.